That's where we are. The people in our country tasked with the responsibility of thinking clearly for everybody else, the president, the leaders, the Supreme Court, those who are supposed to be the most clear-minded, clear-headed, who have the greatest responsibility to protect this nation, they literally can't think straight. The reprobate mind has ascended the bench. I received a letter from a judge this week, a very significant judge in a very significant court. And he said in his letter, one of the duties of a judge is to marry people. I am now under government mandate to have to marry people of the same sex. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. He will lose his position. Clerks, Christian clerks across the country who issue marriage license and can't do that either are losing their jobs. The takeover is going to be massive. Christian people in high places are going to be replaced by people who will do what this court says you must do. I wrote him a letter back and I said, I honor you, sir. I honor you because you have ascended to that level of responsibility. You have shown common sense and wisdom and astuteness and brilliance in your field of law, and you have been given the trust of the people because of what you have demonstrated. And now, because of the quality and character of your virtue, you will be replaced essentially by someone with no virtue. Get ready, folks. The reprobate mind has now reached the highest levels. We're going to feel it. At the seminary, we put an article up on the seminary website about homosexuality. Within a matter of hours, we received a letter ordering us to cease and desist immediately or face a very severe lawsuit. Could we be sued for taking this position? Absolutely. Insurance companies that provide liability insurances for churches so that we're protected against lawsuits are beginning to say we will not accept responsibility for lawsuits on homosexual or same-sex marriage issues. The church is out there all on its own. Practical atheism, rejection of the truth, moral relativism has always prevailed in Satan's kingdom. But here in America, we've been protected from that in its full fierceness. No more. And by the way, religious liberty isn't promised to Christians, is it? Freedom isn't promised to Christians. Persecution is. Persecution is. I think we're going to feel it. They're going to come at us a lot of ways. There's already a movement to remove tax-exempt status from churches so that what you give to the church is no longer deductible, so that what you give to a Christian ministry is no longer deductible. Strong movement. Barry Lynn, who heads up an organization, a hostile satanic organization against the gospel and against the Word of God, is making all the moves he can to make sure churches lose their tax-exempt status. And the way they'll do that is to begin to sue and drag the churches into court on that issue. The government provides student loans for students at Christian colleges. If that school and that college doesn't affirm same-sex marriage and have open enrollment to homosexuals, they can cut off all that funding, Cal grants, Pell grants, which enable students to go to college. This is going to come. We enjoy as a church, beautiful campus, large piece of property. We don't pay property tax because we're granted freedom from that tax. How long will that remain if we don't comply? We are the target now. We're in the bullseye, and there's no deception. This is how it really is. Now, just to make it clear, we don't bow down to Caesar.